Barcelona are through in the Copa del Rey, but the real story goes far beyond the scoreline. A Guadalajara veteran has stunned Spanish football by admitting Pedri is a genius, despite being a Real Madrid fan, while Marcus Rashford silences his doubters with a decisive goal and a dominant performance as a striker. From Pedri's magic, Lamine Yamal's assist, and Rashford proving Thomas Tuchel wrong, to growing transfer tension around Daniel Muñoz and Barcelona's January plans, this match delivered drama on and off the pitch. Stay with us as we break down Spanish press reactions, key player performances, and what all this means for Barcelona's future under Hansi Flick. Guadalajara veteran reflects on Barcelona loss and Pedri's magic. I'm a Real Madrid fan, but this kid is a genius. Guadalajara's Copa del Rey journey came to an end with a 0-2 defeat to FC Barcelona, but for Jorge Casado, the final whistle was met with pride rather than disappointment. The 36-year-old centre-back spoke candidly after the match, making it clear that his side walked off the pitch with their heads held high after competing bravely against one of the biggest clubs in world football. Reflecting on the significance of the match and his team's performance, Casado admitted, "If I had to dream about something beforehand, it would have been tonight. We made Barcelona feel very uncomfortable throughout the match, and that says a lot about the team's work," he told Marca. Praise for Barcelona. One of the major talking points before kickoff was Barcelona's strong starting 11, which included teenage sensation Lamine Yamal. For Casado, this decision spoke volumes about Barcelona's respect for the opposition. If they came out with a great team, it's because they didn't want to take anything for granted. He then underlined Guadalajara's mentality on the night, adding, "They're impressive, of course they are, but there was no fear. We treated them as equals." Impressed with Pedri. Pedri's introduction in the second half proved decisive and prompted one of the most striking quotes of the evening. Despite openly admitting his own football loyalties, Casado could not hide his admiration, saying, "I'm a Real Madrid fan, but this kid is a genius." He went further in his praise, adding, "He has a gift, it's wonderful to watch him and how lucky we are to be able to enjoy him in the Spanish national team." Beyond the football, Casado also highlighted the human moments that followed the match. Speaking about exchanging shirts, he revealed, "I took Eric Garcia's shirt and I really liked the gesture." He added warmly, "He could have kept it, but he asked for mine too, and that says a lot about him." On the balance of the game itself, Casado downplayed the gap between the two sides, insisting, "They had a lot of possession, but I didn't feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed at any point," he concluded. Spanish press react to Marcus Rashford as he proves Thomas Tuchel wrong by scoring to power Barcelona. Marcus Rashford proved Thomas Tuchel and Ruben Amorim wrong about him with the latest display for Barcelona to power them through to the next round of the domestic cup. The opposition was modest as Barcelona played third division side Guadalajara in the Copa del Rey's round of 32, but a giant killing was on the cards. In fact, Barcelona needed Marcus Rashford's second-half goal to confirm the result, having taken more than 75 minutes to score the first goal. In the process, Rashford proved Thomas Tuchel and Ruben Amorim wrong about his position, as he did all the damage from a position that is not his. Marcus Rashford shines as a striker versus Guadalajara. Rashford's hot start at Barcelona has given way to a demotion in squad status, as the likes of Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski have returned from injuries. Therefore, games like these, where Hansi Flick rotates his pack, have become crucial for Rashford to stress his candidature for more minutes. Rashford has become a team player at Barcelona, which is something Flick appreciated recently, and the Man United loanee proved it on the pitch against Guadalajara. Rashford started the game as a striker and finished with 1 goal, 3 chances created for shots, and should have arguably scored even more. Marcus Rashford's movement and pace constantly troubled the opposition's defense, effectively proving Thomas Tuchel wrong when he claimed earlier this season that Rashford isn't a natural striker. Sure, the opposition wasn't the toughest, but they defended with a disciplined low block, exactly the kind of setup Rashford usually finds challenging. Despite that, Rashford made a significant impact, showing that with determination he can succeed in any role he chooses. Spanish press react to Rashford's goal-scoring heroics. Barcelona have taken full advantage of promoting Rashford the most on their socials, knowing the brand value and power the Man United tag gives him. The Spanish press hasn't been much different, regularly giving him special coverage, and that wasn't going to stop for a game in which he scored. Mundo Deportivo best described him as persistent, saying he kept going despite missing 2 clear-cut chances and was eventually rewarded with a goal to seal the win. Marca wrote about Rashford's redemption, also noting his 2 missed chances but praising him for ending the game by making the contribution which mattered the most. ESPN Deportes noted Lamine Yamal's tremendous assist for Rashford's goal, adding that it continues the theme of the duo, padding their goals and assists tally this season. AS reported Rashford's goal scored from a difficult angle, with his weaker left foot no less, to seal the win for Barcelona. 10 TV also praised Rashford for his breakaway goal in the 90th minute that sealed the victory in an unexpectedly tricky game for the visitors against a third division side. Rashford is expected to find himself back on the bench on the weekend when Barcelona travel to third-placed Villarreal in the league. However, he will back himself to make an impact off the bench again as he continues his efforts to make himself a valued player in Spain. Sources: Crystal Palace, doing everything to keep Daniel Muñoz as Barcelona accelerate plan. Crystal Palace are prepared to do everything in their power to keep Daniel Muñoz at the club despite growing interest from European giants including Barcelona. Former Manchester United and Blackburn chief scout Mick Brown has revealed that Barcelona may intensify their pursuit of Daniel Muñoz in January, according to information he shared with Football Insider. Well respected for his strong connections in football, Brown believes the Catalan club are closely monitoring the Crystal Palace right-back situation. Muñoz's recent injury proved costly for Palace, with his absence clearly felt during their 3-0 defeat to Manchester City, where Nathaniel Clyne stepped in. That match underlined just how vital the Colombian international is to Oliver Glasner's system, strengthening Palace's resolve to keep hold of him. Because of his importance, Crystal Palace are determined to resist any attempts to sign Muñoz, and the club is prepared to stand firm in negotiations. While some reports have suggested a fee of around £25 million could be enough, Football Insider previously reported that Palace will actually demand a significantly higher price to even consider a sale. Crystal Palace make firm Daniel Muñoz exit decision. Brown told Football Insider on November 14 that Crystal Palace hoped to keep Muñoz beyond the January transfer window despite the growing interest. The former scout, who has a wealth of experience in top-level player recruitment after over a decade at Man United during their most successful period, insisted the right wing-back remains a crucial part of the way Palace play. Barcelona may have avoided a Copa del Rey upset, but this match revealed much more than just progression to the next round. Pedri's brilliance earned praise even from rivals. Marcus Rashford proved he can lead the line, and Lamine Yamal continues to shine on the big stage. With Spanish media backing Rashford's resurgence and Barcelona accelerating plans in the transfer market, the momentum around this team keeps growing. Will Rashford earn more minutes? Can Pedri stay fit and dominate the season? And will Barcelona land their next defensive target in January? If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe for daily Barcelona news, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates from Camp Nou.